Hi angels, welcome back to my channel. Hopefully during this video I don't run out of storage because I've got a lot of hour-long videos currently in my camera roll that I haven't even gotten around to deleting to free up space. So we're praying that we can get this video out. We are going to be doing a pick a card today. We're going to be looking at what is your villain story. I felt so intuitively guided to do this video. When this video hit me, I was like, absolutely yes, I'm doing it. So hopefully you guys like this video. Please subscribe, like and comment. I want to thank you everyone for booking Alchemy of Lilith as well. We've had so many new clients, people literally changing their lives. Link is in the description if you guys would like to book that. I'm so excited about so much. Thank you for all the love. Pile 1, you are the Magician. Pile 2, you are the Hyenas, the 8 of Pentacles I believe it is. And pile 3, you are the 10 of Wands. So use your intuition to pick whichever card is calling to you. Pause the video if you need more time. Pile 1, you are the King of Cups. I hope that you can see this up close. So we're going to get into what is your villain story. So honestly, just channeling in, I had to restart your part of the video because I just felt like it was so chaotic. There is a huge chaotic energy. Now I feel like in the picker cards, I said this was the Magician as well. So your villain story is about overcoming a lot. You are very intuitive, especially with this King of Cups energy. Now, what I am channeling is almost like, you know, when you run a marathon or like you do anything sporty. If you're anything like me, you know, when it feels like your heart is literally like gonna come out your throat, you're out of breath. That is what I feel. So I feel like you may be feeling energetically out of alignment, burdened right now. There is something about your energy that just feels so intense around your crown, around your inner sense, okay? So when it comes to your villain story, I'm hearing you are one of many stories. Your story has not been simple. And when we think of like Captain Hook, right? Captain Hook, like, isn't there like two or three Peter Pan films? I used to literally love Peter Pan. So like I feel like Captain Hook always took an L. Always, like everything, like, and the biggest thing about Captain Hook was his fear of running from this crocodile, right? Running from time itself, running from that ticking energy, right? Always running and trying to replace the energy with something to fulfill him in a sense, right? Which in his mind was capturing Peter Pan. So I feel like your villain story is about you feeling wronged. Your story has not been simple. You've had a lot of people really throw stones at you, misunderstand you, but you have always made it work. And I am hearing you may be an energy where you moved out very young, or I don't know why, but I get this energy you're isolated from family. Okay, you're isolated from family. Like you are, like if you are literally the villain, right? With Captain Hook here, you are the villain. And people don't understand your energy. Now, you are someone who does something different. And again, it's away from people, whether you've moved out or not, whether you talk to family or not, you do something different. And what you do is like journaling, therapy, you are spiritual, intuitively guided. You have also, I feel like, a grandfather spirit that comes into your life that has passed over. Some of you could be most recently, it could also be a father energy, but there is something around this. Like I even feel like maybe that heart attack energy could have been a past loved one as well. It just feels like you are carrying on an ancestral lineage here, and you were very supported in doing that. And I know Captain Hook again gets this bad rep, but I feel like even this energy of the map, it's almost like you are going to complete something in your life. You are supposed to go and help people, coach people, tell your story. You are supposed to express yourself. And I feel like my throat today has been very, it feels like dimmed, right? I feel like there is so much expression that needs to come out. But I also feel it's like you needing to be heard, you needing to be understood. That is your villain story. You want to be understood. Some of you don't, and that is why I hesitated there. I am seeing a shark fin here, which is, you know, prominent with the Captain Hook, the water theme. I'm seeing like you really right now are at this wheel of the boat, okay? You're driving the boat. And it's almost like you just want to move in one specific direction. You want to make it right now. You want to be seen. You want to, again, it's like you may not, that may not be your vision on a day-to-day basis, but there is something internal that you're running from. And it is going to really actually help you step into this soul's purpose that you have in life. Okay? It's going to help you achieve way more. Especially with his hook, I feel like only you have the answers. I'm actually seeing a magnifying glass as well. Only you have the answers here to free yourself. And you may have like a very select group of friends, or like if we, what's his name? Smear, is it? Smear? That's not his name. Smeg? Something like that. Smeagol? I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe this is my sign to go and watch Peter Pan. But there is something about, because again, just going back to Captain Hook, I feel like Captain Hook represents like not believing in dreams, not really caring about that magic and stuff like that. But I feel like you are actually very magically based. You are very spiritual. Again, you're an empath. You are someone who has been through a lot of emotional upheaval. Maybe you've also lost a parent here, I'm hearing, or a partnership. There is someone that you lost in your life. This is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It feels like a parent type energy here, okay? So this could be a grandfather spirit again. But there is someone here that is really guiding you, okay? What is your villain story here? Give me more. You feel attacked. We have the Judgment in reverse, and I think this is the Seven of Cups. So yeah, you feel very overwhelmed when it comes to your direction in life. All I know about your villain story is that you have not been heard. You've not been helped. You did it alone. You had to figure shit out very young. You had to, like, it's giving very much make it or break it energy. I even feel like for you, I feel a bit of this brain fog, right? Just being transparent, I feel this brain fog. I feel like, transmute that energy, please, angels. I feel like you don't really have time to process your emotions. You don't have time to sit and dwell on the shit that you've been through. And I even feel like you are very numb to all the things that you've gone through, whether it be loss, whether it be having to make it on your own, feeling overwhelmed with how you are going to make it in life. You know, I almost am hearing this kind of energy. I am seeing the letter M right now, okay? So there could be someone with the letter M significance. But I see this like skeleton type energy where it's like, even if I'm dead, I'm going to have to make it either way. Rents due. You know, I don't have time to sit and afford to worry about people who have cut me off, that have ghosted me, that have hurt me. And it's giving that type of energy. No one hears you. You don't even hear yourself because you are so numb to people mistreating you, you know, look, to people just not really understanding your point of view, your energy. You are so numb to it, to the point where you have even made yourself this villain. That is your villain story. And there is a lot of talk happening about you, or a lot of your villain story is people that have really spoken out against you, that have not chosen to hear you, especially with the King of Cups, right? Very wise energy, very spiritually aware. You have a lot of emotional wisdom, and it's like some people have gone through like the war, they have gone through so much in life, they've been homeless, like maybe this is you as well. But it's like some people have truly gone through things and they can be wise in that sense in lifestyle. You are very wise emotionally. Now, I'm not saying you may not have been through that stuff, because like I said, I get a very hustle type energy. And I feel like you either maybe numb with drinking, or you've numbed with substances sometimes as well. It doesn't have to be. I'm seeing like someone with a hoodie and putting like their headphones in. It's like giving like, and the big Apple headphones, right? Or the Beats as well is what I get. I just get someone that is so in their own business. Like you don't care about anyone else, but you see all, you know, emotionally. So you're very emotionally wise. And I just get this energy like, shut the fuck up. That's what I feel. I feel shut the fuck up. Because I feel like this is your energy towards people. And I do sense there is, it's not necessarily hatred for the way people have treated you, but it's almost like you have your wall up a bit. But you're not that person, and you know that. You keep your heart very guarded. And you have a nasty streak in you. I hate to break it to you, but you do. You have this kind of spiteful, like Huck type energy, okay? Literally, like you will swipe people with your Huck. I'm even seeing like a lion, or, you know, like a cat, just like take away someone's life. Like I'm hearing 9 lives. You have truly mastered the energy, or you're mastering emotional healing right now. But you're coming to the point in life where it's like, I just don't give a fuck anymore. I don't really care, right? You see, the Knight of Wands. You are just going so forwards with your energy. You're mastering yourself. And I almost get this snake is reminding me of, like, again, it's almost like that hissing energy. You're not scared to hiss at people. You're not scared to take control of a situation. And I feel like it's your power as a villain. It's your power to just transform from anything. Well, if life is not going to hand me a stick, I'm going to go and get my own stick. That is your villain story. That is a lot of what your energy has been about. Now, I'm not going to lie. I feel like your energy, Pile 1, is heavy. It's really heavy, okay? It feels draining. And I'll be honest, I feel like the universe here is really saying, like, you got the Judgment again. You need to release and make something right within yourself here, a part of your villain journey. It's about you expressing yourself, seeing your life in a new way. It's time to own who you are a little bit, is what I get. I want to say to stop being the villain, but I don't feel like that is the energy. Your energy here is to tune in solely to you, right? To not listen to anyone else around you. To tune into your higher power, your divine intuition within, because you have a very strong intuition. And I feel like you've even had a lot of people come and go. A lot of people hit you up and leave. There is someone here that significantly has pissed you off. This could be family, but I get like an Aries, Leo, Sag. Okay, could be like someone even air element, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Of course, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You have someone who is pissed off here with your energy. because I feel like they really want to be you, and that is a part of your villain story. People wanting to be you, people wanting access to the knowledge that you have. You see that energy? You see how it's like people trying to swipe at you, people trying to like bring you down because like, oh, you're black sheep, you're this, like you're a nobody, you don't even care about the rest of us. Like I'm getting, and what? I actually don't feel like using this deck for you guys, okay? So I am actually going to just go straight into your tarot deck. What is the villain story here, please, angels? You know what's funny? When I was shuffling out your cards as well, you had the Chariot come out. People are envious of you, right? Because you always make shit work. You know how I said, like, people wish they had access to your energy. They wish they had the knowledge that you had. They had the freedom that you had. That, like, they wish they were you. And I'm seeing this Chariot. You know what it's giving me? You know in Harry Potter when they run at the wall and it closes the portal? That is what I'm getting people do. They try to be you. They try to make things work, whether it's style, aesthetic. I'm getting, I don't know why, but I'm getting you moved somewhere. I don't know what you've done. You cut someone off, you ghosted someone, but your power to just be here and then be there, vanished, gone the next, to cut people out your life. People wish they could do that. They wish they didn't have that emotional tie to things. But it's not that you're emotional, it's because you're wise. You have balance over your emotions even when you feel the most overwhelmed. Your villain story is being able to do that. Okay, I didn't get my lick back today. That pissed me off. That emotionally drains me. But I'm gonna get my lick back tomorrow. Because it's like, again, in Peter Pan, when Captain Hook, he tries again and again and again to try and piss off Peter, right? To try and get his lick up. And it doesn't matter how many times he fails, he keeps coming because he knows he's going to get what he wants. You have a huge manifestation power. Some of you have guardian angels here. You have a lot of like spirits within animals. So like, you know how I was seeing the shark as well, like even the shark representing that determination, that emotional control. You know how they say like sharks don't go crazy until they see blood? That is you. You have such drive. You are able to control no matter how hungry you are. But the second that someone fucking tries you, it's like, let me start with my bullshit. Let me show you. That is your villain story. You're a superpower. You always get that justice. There is an Aries here for some of you that has pissed you off. An Aries, Leo, Sag. Like I said, there is someone here that is pressed. It could be a relationship, someone that left you, but you get known for the type of person you are. And it's like people even may try you, okay, but it never works. They know not to mess with you. You see, sometimes people, again, it's like this energy. You know how I said, like in Harry Potter, they try to run at the wall, but it just doesn't work. People try to throw stones at you, but they know better than that. You have some kind of anger within you, some kind of pissed off, like, don't even try me type energy, to where people know not to mess with the king. And you see that wolf spirit, you see that guardian, you have some kind of higher force. Now, whether you know this or not, that justice card is a representation of your angels having your back, divine source having your back, like protected by God because of the things that you've been through. And even though you have that kind of lower vibrational energy, I'm not gonna lie, you do. You have that little snip, okay? You have that little comeback. you can get really nasty with the energy, but you don't a lot of the times. You control yourself until you're provoked. You put up boundaries and you stick with boundaries. And people are pissed off that they can't ever get you back. It's like, once I'm gone type energy. You ain't in this energy anymore. And again, it's almost like I feel this King of Cups. You hear everything. You see shit on the low. That is your villain story and your fucking power. Okay, so honestly, I have barely shuffled for you. The energy is just right. You even have the Ace of Wands here again. You had it in the other deck. So I feel like we're gonna, because this has been kind of long, I feel, but we're gonna wrap up here a little bit. What else do you need to know, Spirit? What do they need to know about this villain power? What is this power here? They're showing me rolling of a dice. So again, it's like that gamble type energy. I want you to start moving forwards in your life with this assurance of who you are. I want you to own the things that you've been through. And I feel like there for you is a subconscious wound where you feel like the shit that you've been through makes you less than. And you may not admit it on a day-to-day basis, because I feel like even though you have this heart about you, you are also very like boundaries up, okay? Like, you're not going to cross this boundary. I don't play about my shit. I don't play about my energy. It's giving very much like someone who always has their spiritual wards up, you know those spiritual type people that just don't play. This is you. And it's like, people may think that you're a bitch, that you're fucked up, that you're this, you're that. But truly, they don't know you. They don't understand you, because behind that is actually the biggest heart ever. I may look scary, I may give you bitch face, but I'm the nicest person ever. And that is your power. And I feel like Spirit is saying that part of your villain story is believing you became from less than, like, I had to hustle, I had to do this. And even though part of that may be your story, Spirit is saying a raven doesn't, feel sorry for themselves. A crow doesn't stop being a crow because everyone says crows are bad luck. Do you get what I'm saying? And I feel like it's time now for you to start aligning yourself with the right energy, okay? With, yeah, I went through a lot, but it made me who I am. I'm fucking empowering because the universe showed me this, this, and this. It is time to see your own light in a new way. It is time to start moving forwards with assurance of who you are, because a lot of you have been maybe dwelling in a lot of this pity, this regret over life, regret over losing people. And I see it's more this energy of loss again, like this grandfather spirit. If you have a spirit that is passed over, a masculine specifically is watching over you, okay? This could also be a masculine deity. It's not Hades. There is another person that is a masculine deity. Loki, maybe. I've never really worked with him, so I wouldn't know. But there is someone that has this mischievous type energy, this real like spirit about them that matches your vibe, that is watching over you. Maybe you don't even know that. Okay, maybe there's a deity working or wanting to reach out and work with you here. But I feel this energy of like, enough of the self-pity. Own that you're Captain Hook. Never think that you're going to take it out. And that dice is just representation of your manifestation. You can manifest from anything. You can overcome from anything. So I feel like you need to get right with some kind of awakening here. You're going to go through an energetic upgrade, okay? Currently you're shedding a lot of this past vibe, this past sorrow, this past pity. And it's like you're coming back to this present moment, okay? And you're growing and you're just being who you need to be. So I love that for you, pile 1. Thank you for listening. I will see you in the next one. Pile 2, you are the 8 of Pentacles. So what is your villain story here? always having to work alone, always feeling secluded. Okay, the hyenas are giving me very much worker type energy. If we think of Scar, you are Scar. Now, when I was shuffling out your cards as well, I felt like there was this huge, like, villain type energy to you. So you're very much Scar here. Okay, you're very much someone that is a leader, that is doing something online, trying to build something, a coaching course. You're trying to elevate yourself in any type of way. It doesn't have to be career, but you are someone that prominently is always alone. Okay, you are someone that constantly evolves, and you have this dictatorship about you that you need to pour into. A part of your villain story is having a lot of people watch your energy, but you know why they watch your energy, don't you? It's because they're fucking obsessed with you. This is your villain story. You don't realize the power that you hold. Maybe you do, though. Maybe you do. Maybe we need to start speaking into existence. You know the power that you hold. But there is something about these hyenas and being this worker energy. It's almost like you don't realize you have a very spiritual gift, or something passed down from your lineage where you have the power to rule over people. Like, you can, I hate to say, but like, manipulate people, seduction type energy. Like, you, there is a specific word for that when it comes to witchcraft. Maybe you do like a mirror magic, or you need to get into mirror magic. There is just something about the way that you wield energy. You're a mastermind, I'm hearing. You have a lot of brains. Start understanding who you are. So your villain story has felt lonely. It has felt like you had to do things alone. You had to go through a lot of stress, I'm hearing, when it comes to people. When it comes to a group of people, you are the person that is always alone, always feels different, unique. You're a black sheep, golden child. I don't know why, but I get a family energy here as well. There are two things, okay? I'm seeing that in a past life, you had the energy of like an emperor. So like, if we think about Scar, right, he was very shunned away, didn't really get his, you know, his piece of the prize. In a past life, you had what was yours, and you had workers. You maybe even built up a bit of karma, manipulating people, getting people to do your bidding. You're just like very good. And you know what else energy you give me? You give me Hades energy. You give me like 3 dogs. Just like, you think the way people wouldn't think. You take action on things that other people wouldn't. And you are not appreciated in your current circle, or your current, you feel like you're not even appreciated in your current role at work, in under management. So I feel like there is this shift that is happening between shifting from a lion to a hyena. Okay, it's almost like you shift, and you're right now learning to balance which type of energy you're bringing out. Now, for others of you, I'm getting a family situation that you feel left out of. Your power is really taken for granted here. Like, you're shunned when you shouldn't be. Your energy just gets drained by people because they make fun of you. They don't see the potential in you, but you know the potential. You know what I'm getting? Like King of Wands energy. I'm getting like, you're a natural born leader. That is your villain story. Nobody else gets it. They laugh at your jokes. They, you know, pretend to be there for you, but they're not. So there's even a bit of energy that is happening behind the scenes that you don't know about. I see like people may even make fun around you for your ideas. The Ace of Wands. You have a lot of ideas. This is your villain story. You are the villain that people think like you'll never be. You know what it's giving? Again, Hades, Hercules. I know that's not a true representation of Hades, but, or there is parts of it that is, but There is something about that Hercules type energy. Like, no one thought that he would be strong. He was stupid, right? It was like dishonorment to his community, to his friends, to his family, or he always felt like that. And this is kind of your energy. It's almost like you are going to become an entrepreneur. Like, it's giving Central C, entrepreneur. It's giving like it's giving, I put the trap in entrepreneur. Like, that's what it's giving. You have this energy, this leadership, and I feel like I'm even struggling to channel for you and explain it for you. And I feel like this may be how you feel. You feel like you have all these ideas, this potential, but it's like you're working on it slowly. But it's like, when is it my time? And people are really going to be lapping at your feet when you make it. You're going to make it this year. Some of you, within a month, something is going to change. A business is going to take off. And you're going to have these people that were villains or that laughed at you, that didn't take you seriously, wanting to work for you. You're going to have people wanting to come back towards you to offer apologies. And no, fuck no. And I see like you are not even going to take that. You are going to find yourself a new community of people, because you are lacking a community here. You see, you are going to, almost like the Tower up, something is going to come crumbling down for you. Your villain story is coming from a home or a place, a foundation that didn't always give to you. You come from a foundation that always isolated you, that made fun of you. You came from a lot of internal pain. And this even reminds me a bit of, or Tangled, I suppose it is in a way. It's kind of like that energy, like being locked away, never really getting your comeuppance, not getting to socialize with your friends. And a lot of the suffering that you went through, people around you didn't know about. Or if they did, they didn't take you seriously. It was, especially if you come from an ethnic household, it's giving much very like, you're depressed. Depression doesn't exist. You just need to go and pray. That is what it's giving. It's giving like everything and anything was numbed. Your self-expression, the shit that you needed to feel was numbed. That is your villain story. Not getting to free yourself, never getting to work on the shit that you wanted to work on. And you may even come from a family that even necessarily doesn't hate you, or you don't have bad blood with, but it's giving like growing up in a household with more than one sibling, more than one energy, you know, like never really having your own room, your space. Like there's something about that energy that needs to be freed. I'll be so for real. It is that pain that you have numbed for so long. And I'm seeing you've numbed your identity because of this. Because I feel this so fucking intensely in my sacral. I feel like all of a sudden, it's like the spirit guides are showing me towards the root, right? And this tells me it's manifestation. It is the stability that you don't feel. You have numbed yourself, or you've become used to really numbing the pain for other people. Right? What is this? The Five of Cups. You've become used to expecting the worst. You've become used to just being a horse in a field, never really showing off, never really being the leader. You've worked for other people. You became someone else's vice. People using your energy. And it doesn't just have to be family, it could be relationships. In every type of way, energy has been taken from you. It has been drained from you because of the way that you grew up, because you did not come from an energy or a household that freed you. It was almost like you were taught to keep this solitude within. That is your villain story. So look, you've got the Three of Swords again. This is painful stuff, okay? And a part of your energy is doing what you love. A part of creating the life that you want is freeing what you love, okay? Ace of Cups. You even have the Lovers here. Some of you, your love situation was dimmed because of a mother energy, or the way that you perceive love because of parents, because of someone else dictating your energy, telling you that you could not be a leader. Well, why can't I step up? I'm the oldest. That's what it's giving. Like, it's giving eldest child forgotten about. Pile 2, that is your villain story. Absolutely not. I feel like I don't really need to shuffle anymore, but we are going to. So a part of your villain story, Angel, is about trusting your own intuition, your own ideas. You are supposed to live a fulfilling life. Okay, you're going to have the business that you want, or you're going to be in the job that you love. You're supposed to, and I don't give a fuck about what the circumstances. It is your birthright, honey. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. Your villain story is trying again and again and again to get something up. You may have tried multiple times with a business, to try and get a home, to try and get savings together. I don't know what you've there is something here about what you're trying to save for, what you want out of life. You want to move, you want to be free from your current location. But there is so much of this wound. And some of you, it's even just like energetic cord cutting that needs to be done. Some of you are going to see like a spiritual practitioner as well, to get something released here, okay? Alchemy of Lilith, if you want to heal the oppression. But it's time for you to just get a win. And I feel like there is going to be a bit of destruction here that is happening for you. A part of your villain story is overcoming these challenges. I am seeing Medusa here come through. This may be heartbreak, sexual trauma. This may be a lot to do with like your spirit crossing over. There is something here. Some of you, okay, you see how you got the Three of Cups again, these three energies here that have been causing you a lot of pain. There is something about now I'm gonna say this, but I want you to take it with a grain of salt. Unless you feel this in every core of your body, then don't take it as something that resonates with you. But I feel like there is something about someone that tried to bind you, okay? Someone that tried to do a witchcraft on you. Now, it doesn't have to be from family. It can be very energetic when it comes to hurt. I feel like your villain story is people keeping you in this dark place. If we think about Scar again, okay, because it's the easiest way to show you the energy, right? If we think of Scar and how he wanted to be king, right? But he was always shunned by his brother. Well, go back to the elephant land, you know, or stay in your little cave, your little corner. Don't cross the bridge that you're not welcome towards. That is what people have been trying to do to you, okay? People are trying to keep you in this home, this restriction, because it makes three people here very nervous. And this can represent family, this can represent friendships, lovers. It doesn't really matter. It could be three individual, okay? I just dropped that card on the floor. Those people are gonna go. They're gonna leave, because it is not fair to keep you for the gain of keeping you unhappy. You are very unhappy here in your current situation, in your current home life, or you always grew up in this energy, right, of sorrow. Four of Cups, of always just feeling like, when is it my time? You have dealt with this suppression to who you are for fucking so long, but it's going to change. You have the Six of Wands here. Now you're actually going to have three more allies coming in. This is Soul Family Tribe. This is Earth Angel coming in. Maybe you need to watch my last video as well. You are going to have people to align with. You are going to get recognition, but you can't start emphasizing who you are until you own who you are. You need to understand your journey. You need to understand where you are right now, the things that you've been through. And you need to be willing to shed this hurt that you're sitting in, this pain that you're running from. Again, my alchemy of Lilith, we go through this. I've had so many clients that have sat in oppression for such a long time, that have thought they could not do anything, that they could not leave relationships until they did. So it is time to address this hurt that you felt as a villain. Because your villain story is overcoming this and becoming your own person, creating your own tribe. And even now, this energy, right, reminds me that you're going to be letting go of this pain with 3 people. Now, some of you, it may even be a limitation that you're just holding on to. It doesn't have to mean that these people hate you, but it's the subconscious wound that you're carrying. Okay, because you've been through pain, third-party situations, you've been through this so many fucking times. You are going to have new people. These like villains are going to turn to supporters. You're going to have the right energy come in. So I need you to trust. Okay, we have the King of Swords here. You're supposed to be in an energy of leadership. Do not let people suppress you because of their own limitations. I love you, pile 2. I hope that was helpful. I will see you in the next one. Pile 3. You are the 10 of Wands. So honestly, I feel just such a heavy energy. You are my last pile as well, but I feel like for you, your villain story represents this 10 of Wands energy. It is very much trying to get through shit your whole life, the baggage that you've been carrying. No, we gotta let it go for real, because your villain story represents so much misunderstanding. And you know what it's giving? I don't know if anyone has read the ACOTAR series, but it's giving the Suriel, is it? I can't remember what it's called, where it's like known for being like terrible, a witch, a deceiver, like known for being everything horrible, for those of you who haven't read that book, but being actually really sweet, very wise, very innocent. And you do shit to get you by. You do shit to hustle. You've always had to make it. It's giving survival mode. It is giving very much like, no one fucking understands what it means to keep rent going, to keep my house with lights on, with gas in, you know? And I just feel like you've gone through such a beautiful childhood, but it has been tainted by all this baggage. Because I get this energy, like it reminds me of like colourful, you know, when you're at school and things are colourful and bright, and there is some sort of nostalgia you hold to childhood here. But it's like growing up has been so fucking terrible. You've turned into this witch and people judge you. That is part of being your villain in your story. People have judged you. They've made assumptions based on the decisions that you've made in life. Some of you didn't choose to have a traditional job. You didn't choose to be surrounded by certain people, and people don't understand that, so they just call you the bad one. And you know what I'm hearing? Like, be very careful around people who always have someone to hate, because those people that are in your life, the ones that always hate on you, the ones that always are hating on someone, or the ones that are talking behind your back, that is what it's giving. You don't understand the shit that I've been through. And I feel like your childhood was beautiful because you had this nostalgia, but everything else tainted it and made you who you are. But I still feel like you have this beautiful routine. Like, I'm almost seeing this witch, right? Is she in Snow White? I can't remember. Or was it the Evil Queen? I can't remember. I think it's Snow White, right? She gives the apple. But I see this witch going into this house, and it's like, you know, typical ugly witch, right? Wart on the nose, big nose. But she goes into this house and it's fucking beautiful. It's like giving like very October vibes, fall vibes. It's giving like coziness, candles on, fire lit, like let me go and make some spells. Some of you are witches yourself. So it's like that judgment. People don't understand. People just hate what they want to see. ultimately people have made you the witch, right? Maybe you even had to like put up a lot of walls, a lot of baggage, and I see you're just trying to get some kind of fulfillment in life, anything. And I see it's this energy of like, spirit, just give me fucking something, throw me a stick. And it reminds me of my own journey, right? Last year I literally said to the universe, you got to show me something, you know, something that is going to tell me that this is the right path for me. So this is what I get. But you're funny, and you're a laugh to be around. You maybe even have colored hair. She has green hair. You're very like witchy, earthy, like very fun. Very fun. And I'm hearing like the angels, the guides say, don't let anyone break your stride, right? Ain't nothing gonna break my stride. That's what I get, that kind of energy. Like, who cares? I'm getting like, life is too short to be the villain for everyone else. Who the fuck do you want to be? Because in your mind, you're Snow White. That's what I get your villain story is. Everyone thinks you're this witch, you're Snow White. You like to be in the woods, you like to have men as, you know, slaves to, you know, help provide for you. You like just being center of attention. You like the woods, you like to be away from people. You like to dictate energy. You like to just be free to be yourself. So I'm hearing like, who gives a fuck if you're like a woman with 10 cats? Who cares? And I see like a part of this energy, this subconscious unrest, this struggle within the mind. It comes from other people, right? It comes from other people's subconscious wounds that have been put on you. People like, again, they like to see what they want to see. They don't give a fuck if you have donated to charity. Like, well, they say, well, like, well, why didn't you film it? Why didn't you prove it? It's given, like, I don't know if some of you do something on social media, or you do something where people would give you backlash, maybe in real life, I don't know. Or you have this subconscious wound that you're going to get a lot of backlash. But people are actually going to admire you. So it's 50-50. I feel like your villain story is about how you see yourself. Because you've been through so much turmoil here is what I'm seeing, right? The Seven of Pentacles. You deserve to be praised. But I feel like you have some kind of envy or jealousy for people who have life so easy. And it reminds me of the energy that I was in January, where it's like you see people manifesting their dream life. You see people... So it's so easy. Just say the law of assumption. Assume that you're going to get that money. Babe, I've been assuming that I want to get money. But it didn't happen like that for me. It came from the destruction within. It came from how I saw myself, right? So I feel like, you know, you have to decipher, who do you want to be? Because you may think that you want a lot of money, but do you? You're bored with something. But I almost feel like you're not willing to sacrifice who you are now for it. And it comes down to more morals for you. You know, do I want to put myself out there? Do I want to sell services? Like, what do I want to do? There's something conflicting when it comes to your morals in life. You're building something and it is successful, but there is a worry for the future here. Your villain story. So your villain story is always being in the same place, right? It is always feeling like you have built, you've gotten by, but you never really get that big moment. You never really get to shine. So you're going to have an opportunity to shine here. You see? You're going to have an opportunity to shine. But at the end of the day, it's how It's how you align yourself. This says the Page of Coins, but there's 3 coins. You see? It's almost like what you see that you have. Spirit, I feel like I just put that on my path for a reason. You know, it's how you move with the energy. Your villain story here is about not being so coded when it comes to other people, when it comes to what they want, because everyone around you, it's like they try to push you into things. So I feel like your villain story has been growing up with a lot of people trying to dictate who you are, right? Trying to tell you you shouldn't be a witch, trying to push you in relationships that just don't match your vibration. You are a fucking unicorn in a bunch of horses, but you don't see that. And you have a lot of movement that is coming in. You had to move a lot as a child as well, or you've always had to move places. You never really feel like, again, you get that fulfillment, but you need to look at yourself, because you're this powerful fucking witch, but it's like, it means nothing if you don't see it. So I feel like your villain story, people think that you are a witch. They think that I'm getting like, okay, it's funny. If you're not a witch, people think that you are one. Even if you are a witch, they feel like you're into some kind of fucked up scam type shit. They think like, oh, like you manifest your money, you do spells, you like sell your fucking soul. And that's what I'm getting, like, and yeah, I do manifest. People, again, it's like people see what they want to see when it comes to you. That is your villain story, girl. My deck's a bit messed up here, so you know what, we're just gonna fucking flow with it. What is the energy here, Spirit? What is Pile 3's villain story? Give me the fucking tea. Yeah, I'm hearing like a losing battle, right? There is something about the way that you grew up that still has a very big hold on you emotionally. It is stopping your transformation here. It is restricting you from actually like being who you are and having movement, having growth. And it is the way that you grew up. You grew up in a very pressured space where people around you, it could be 3 people, it could just be one specific person, but people that made you feel like if you did not achieve, you were not good enough. If you don't have a certain amount of money in your bank, you're not good enough. If you don't pray, you're not good enough. Some of you, it's religious trauma. It is so much trauma to you transforming. And I think it's Happy Feet, right, where he doesn't like flop like the other penguins. I don't know, it's like his egg doesn't crack properly. That's what this butterfly kind of reminds me of. You did not get to morph into the person that you are because of the people around you, and you have villainized yourself in a way as well. You have become this closed off, mind my fucking business, I'm just trying to fucking make it through. Now, I'm not saying that you're holding on to anger, but there is something beneath the surface that restricts you. It could be anger, it could be just this want for more. That suppression is stopping you from like reaching the top. It is stopping you from really building what you want. And you have done things because of pressure of other people, pressure to achieve. And a part of this breaking this villain type energy for you is by stopping the cycle. You can't keep building on soiled land, right? And by soiled, I don't mean like the actual soil, I mean like soil to like disgusting, right? Like dirty diapers. It's giving that type of energy for me, okay? It's like shit and piss all over the ground. You can't grow your crops there. You can't harvest, you can't eat in the same shit that you grew up in. So your villain story is cutting away everything that people have told you, everything that you've even worked towards. You are going to release it. Something is going to deconstruct in your life coming up. And it's going to be to where like you think you're building something, but spirit is going to pull it away from you. And it's going to make you be in the limelight. Maybe you're going to get recognition. It's going to be changing things up. Like you're going to have to let go of something, okay, that other people, you see that Seven of Pentacles flew away. You're going to have to let go of building on this energy, because it's almost like you want something new, but you're building on this shit and piss. And your story is not about being this closed up butterfly. You are supposed to be so free, be yourself, be a witch, who gives a fuck. Light candles in the middle of the woods. I'm not saying that you should, because I don't want you to burn anything down, but it's like, you know, go like cherry picking. That's what I'm hearing. Like I'm seeing someone just walk through a coal maze, wanting to go on walks to like the most dangerous places. Again, I'm not saying that you should, but it's like you want to do witchy stuff, do witchy stuff. If you want to stop building this career and just, you know what, do something new, do something new. For a long time, I used to carry this need to do my old professions because I thought that I could never make it being who I want to be, because I thought that I could never be anything else. I was scared of sacrificing the past energy, because the fear of not having anything was more scary than having something that unfulfilled me. And it wasn't until I took back that energy, I took back my power by changing the subconscious energy that I was putting out, until I started to say, you know what, no, I'm not doing zodiac videos anymore. I'm doing pick a cards, because that's what makes me happy. And there is something that you're doing, you're building because you think that you should. You allow other people to even change your mind on things. What would this person say? And it's kind of like, I saw someone say once, like, we think the worst before it's even happened. We think about all the bad things that are going to happen. We dictate conversations that we're going to have because we're anxious and we're scared. But what if you were just you? What if you were just your goofy ass self? What if you just shared the message anyway? You just did what you want. You invested in that thing. You paid for that subscription, you know? Because again, it's like sometimes we do things, I don't have the money for this, so I'm not going to do it. But what if you just did it anyway? And what if you just said, fuck it, the best thing is going to happen because I did this? Your villain story is getting out of the heads of other people. You think for other people and you don't think for yourself. You think and give your power away. It's time to call it back. I haven't even shuffled, and I feel like that is the message. I don't think I need to shuffle, you guys, honestly. I feel like we kind of shuffled using that deck. You see, I feel like that was a sign not to shuffle. Okay, do you guys see how terrible that shuffle was? It's time to be a boss. It's time to step in your power and trust your fucking intuition. That is your villain story. Being who the fuck you want. Because you know what? You are a psychic. You are the best version of yourself now, not when other people dictate it. I'm not going to shuffle because that was the energy. I love you, Pile 3. I hope that was helpful. If you need any help, book Alchemy of Lilith, link in bio. I will see you very soon.